Welcome everyone as you prepare for Shabbos Parashat Shoftim. Right after Shlishi, the Pasuk teaches us, Lo yeh l'kohanim ha-Levi'im kol shevet Levi chelek v'nachal Yisrael. That the Kohanim and Levi'im will not get a part of the land of Israel like the rest of the Bnei Yisrael, like the rest of the Shvatim. The next Pasuk says, Nachem hu nachal asay. Hashem is going to be their nachal. So the real question is why the Levi'im don't get a chelek. They're part of the Bnei Yisrael after all. Why should they be excluded? So to answer that, we'll look to Parashat Shoftim, Bava Basra, Daf Kuf Yud Zayin Aleph. There, Rabbi Yoshi teaches us that the only people that get a chelek in Eretz Yisrael, in their children by their merit, are the 600,000 people that are counted when they left Mitzrayim. Only the Yotzei Mitzrayim are granted a nachal in Eretz Yisrael. Being that the Levi'im are not counted and the Kohanim are not counted in the 600,000, they don't get a chelek. But another problem also arises from the 600,000 letters in the Torah. And we know that the 600,000 letters of the Torah are connected the 600,000 souls, neshamis of the Bnei Yisrael. That every single person, the Bnei Yisrael, has their own chelek in the Torah based on this idea. If so, do you mean to tell me that the Levi and Kohanim don't have a chelek in the Torah? They don't have a part in Torah's Moshe? How can that be? So the truth of the matter is that the Shlah asked this question already. And Parashat Shoftim, the principal ideas of the Torah is a klal uprat. That there's a general rule and then there's a specific idea. And ein b'chlal ela masha b'prat. That the prat is only coming to enunciate something that's already in the klal. You can think about it as DNA, that everything that's going to grow out from that child, or anything in the whole to go out, that's just expressing this idea in the world. So everything in the world has the idea of a klal uprat. Another way to say is the klal uprat would be a mashpi and a makabel, a giving and a receiver. This is a very fundamental idea in Torah. The klal is going to be the 22 letters of Aleph Beis themselves. So the 22 letters, that's where everything comes from. And that's put out in the words of the 600,000 letters that make up the Torah itself. We know that everything that comes out is really in the beginning. It's just an expression of itself. Therefore, the letter Aleph, and all the letters that come after Aleph, is just an expression of the Aleph. And we can see this in the Gematria, that the Aleph through Taf is 1 through 400, and then 500 through 900 is Menaspach, which is the Mem Nun Sadik Pei Chaf. Those are the letters that have a different letter when it appears at the end of the Sofit, or the end of Mem, wherever you want to say it. So what happens after you reach 900? The 1,000, the Aleph returns, because another way to read the letters of Aleph is Aleph, that it's 1,000. So therefore, inside the Aleph, all the way to the beginning to end, everything's already in the Aleph, the 1 to 1,000, and everything's inside. So basically, all letters are just an expression of the Aleph. So therefore, when we say the 22 letters, it really means the 22 alafim, the 22,000. The 22 Aleph, which is also read 22,000, and 22,000 is of course the number of Levi'im that there are. So where do we find the Levi'im in the Torah? They're right there. They are the letters of the Torah themselves. The 22 letters are the klal, and the letters that come out of the 600,000, that's the prat. So the Levi'im are the klal, and the Yisraelim are the prat. Same idea with the Kohanim now. Same way that the Levi'im are the klal to the Yisraelim, which are the prat, the Kohanim are the klal to the Levi'im, which are the prat. And you see this in Meiser, that one gives a tenth to the next one. The Yisrael gives a tenth to the Levi, and the Levi gives a tenth to the Kohen. It's just this idea of traveling on and on. But really what's most important is that it's also the idea of the Renan, the Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, that the Bnei Yisrael represent the Nefesh, the Levi represents the Ruach, and the Neshama is represented by the Kohen. That really the job, each one brings to life what the prat shows what's in the klal, and it brings to life the klal. That's the job of the Levi'im and the Kohanim, are to bring to life the body of the Bnei Yisrael, which is the Nefesh. That's why they don't have a chelek in Eretz Yisrael, because who gets a chelek? Only the prat. The prat is the Bnei Yisrael. But the klal, which is the Levi'im and the Kohanim, they don't get a chelek. It's unbelievable Shlah that teaches us so many different new, deep concepts. I wish everybody a fabulous Shabbos.